morning or late afternoon. Hello. Right, well, I'm quite excited, a little bit nervous about doing this live video. Just want to check that I've got this up on my laptop as well, so I can see if anybody comments. If you are there, say hello. Aha, okay, I can see myself, so I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but say hello. Right, let's turn this around. Right, so I've got my setup here. I've got my phone plugged in, so I'm going to end up knocking things over. Right, so I've got this lovely canvas that I've drawn on already. And you can hear that. That's how good a quality canvas this is. This is from ACF canvases. So this is all pre-sorted. I didn't have to do anything except for do my drawing on it. And then I've got a little, just got a little cheapy canvas here that I have prepared. With this per lesson, I wasn't expecting it to be per lesson thing to go on here. This to prep the canvas so I can put the watercolour on it. Right, I've got all my watercolours all ready to go. Right, let me see if I can. There we go. Set it all up so I can start painting. Right, say hello if you can hear me, if this is all working all right and you can see everything. And then I know that it's all ready to go. Right, hang on. Does that look upside down or does that look all right? It all made sense in my head before, but now that looks upside down on my screen. I think that's because I've put my phone upside down. There you go. Can I move that round like that? When I was testing this video out earlier, I tested it out with my video, not with a Facebook Live. How's that? Can you see all right? Hi Inez. Hi Maxine. Thank you. How's that angle? Does that look all right? Right. So I've got my reference picture up on the screen. I've got all my watercolours all sorted. And okay, I'm all ready to go. In fact, the only thing I haven't got is I always need a bit of kitchen roll. Can't possibly do any watercolours without kitchen roll. Right, I'm just going to start painting away. Normally, I don't have this massive camera in the way. Can you actually see the my watercolours as well? What about if I move that there? Can you see that? Thought it might be nice for you to see my palette as well. Right. How's that angle? Okay. Right, so I've never painted on a canvas before, so I have been quite intrigued since Graham at ACF Canvases first mentioned it. Actually, it is quite nice to paint on. Hi Claire, thank you. I do quite like the feeling of it actually. We'll soon see what it's like when I need to start adding some layers and things. Right, I'm just going to put in these spots first. And I'm just going to be quite loose with this painting. I'm not going to get too bogged down with so much detail. Hi Donna, thank you. So whereabouts in the country is everybody watching from then? So I'm in Chippenham and it is pouring with rain over here. I just ran out to the garage quickly and I'm completely soaked. What's it like where you are? So much for our lovely summer, eh? Maidstone. Oh, I used to live in Chatham briefly when I was young. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Is it raining over that way? Derby. Sunny now, but it's been pouring. Ah. So you haven't been doing much today then? We went trampolining this morning with the kids. A nice half-term activity. Not yet. Well, I've got to say, so far, I actually really like painting on this canvas. I'm just enjoying the way the paint just, the way it feels. Let's do its bottom lip. Let's see how far the water can spread as well. Got drizzle and windy, but better than it was. Well, I'm supposed to be going out this evening as well, and I don't really want to walk in the rain. See, I'm mixing the colours now. Let's see how this canvas is taking this mixing. Actually, it's quite nice. I'm going to put some more darker brown into these. Just copying the spots in this reference picture. All right. Okay, spots first. Actually, I'm going to do these bits. What are these bits of the draft called? The little humpy bits. This will be your new favourite canvas. I think you might be right. I'm actually really enjoying it. Although I've got no idea how much these canvases actually are. Graham, if you're watching, you might have to give me some prizes. Graham, wonderful Graham, has given me this as a... I was intrigued, so he gave me this to try out. Yeah, well, it's, I'm going to have to experiment as well with the finishing bit as well, because usually when I paint acrylics onto a canvas, I varnish it with a varnish, but you can't really do that over the watercolours. But you get, what you can do is like a kind of wax to go on. So I'm quite excited to experiment with that wax as well. I'm putting that on afterwards. So I'm not going to use this reference. Oh, hello, there you are. They will be here on the next shipment. Oh, excellent. Oh, hi, Debbie. Hi, Andy. Is it a new type of canvas or the same ones for oils and acrylic? No, it's a new type of canvas. So this little one that I've got here, this is one that's supposed to be for the acrylic and the oils. But I've had to put some special, I'm not quite sure what it's called. Got some stuff, it's some ground, some watercolor ground, is it? Yeah, put some watercolor ground on it, which means that I should be able to paint the watercolor on it. I brought this ground ages and ages ago because I liked the idea of trying it out, but never got round to it. Which is why I was so intrigued when Graham told me that he was working on these canvases. But no, these canvases are specially designed for watercolour. I haven't had to do anything to this at all, except for taking it out of its protective packaging and drawing straight on it. Which is why I was so excited to give it a go. But actually, I'm really enjoying this. It is really, really easy to paint on. I'm going to give this one a go in a little while and see how I get on with that one. See if it does make any difference. The horn things are, oh, hang on, ossicones? Is that how you say it? Oh yeah, Graham says it is a completely new canvas. Hi, Kat. Oh, and this will be for sale. Of course, I think it's going to be all right. I was kind of worried that it wasn't going to be. Although I do have faith in you, Graham. I wasn't that worried. I was more worried about how I would paint it. But actually, I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really easy to paint on. Let's see how far that water goes. It dabs off quite nicely as well. So you didn't draw it? I did draw it. I drew the, well, I traced this on. I drew the drafts onto a scrap piece of paper. I was far too scared to draw it straight onto the canvas initially. So I draw it out onto some scrap paper and then I've traced my drawing onto this. I wasn't going to let you guys see me drawing it because it took me so long to do. And that would have been extremely boring, watching me go through and make all those mistakes. All right, I'm just adding a little bit more colour to these little dot bits. Yeah, so I want to sort of make this my own a little bit. I'm not copying them exactly. I'm just going to sort of fill in all these little bits so they actually look like giraffes. And then I'll add my own, which is why I'm going to do this different background. Hi Donna, thank you. Never thought of doing that when I paint. Never thought of doing what? What did I say? Let's do this. There you go. Looks great. Blending seems to be happening normally too. Yeah, it's just like using paper so fast. Graham, I think you're a genius. Let's, I'm going to put in some darker bits. Actually, I've got my grey here. I don't want to go too grey. I'm going to add a little bit of purple. Do I want to do purple? Okay. I like to add a bit of colour into my darks. There you go. Let's have a little bit of purple. Maybe that's too purple. I'm just going to dull that down a bit and add some brown. Tracing the image to the canvas, I usually draw straight on. Yeah, well, it's not so bad with paper when you can rub it all out again, but yeah, I'm sure you've realised that it's quite difficult to rub out canvas, rub out your pencil drawings when they're on the canvas, and I'm not always that confident. Not confident, sorry, I'm concentrating on these spots, not what I'm saying. I'm not always that brilliant first time with drawing. It takes me a few attempts and I do lots of kind of scribbly lines and things, which is fine. I do it with acrylics sometimes because you can paint over them. When I've got a white, when I know that I'm going to have a white background, I like to trace it on. Because I don't really want to be putting all that white acrylic paint on and not being able to cover up the pencil marks. Sorry, I'm concentrating on the painting, not on my speaking. I'm loving the way this is blending in. Look at that. Look how lovely that is blending in. Let's put some darker bits on the little one as well. I'm going to give them a little bit more of a smile than they've got in this reference picture as well, just a little bit. Just trying to work out which ones are going to be darker. And I've got to think as well, I'm going to be doing a sunset colours, I think most of you wanted. Quite surprised. I was expecting most of you to want like a greeny kind of background, but you all want, most of you said sunset kind of colours. So I've got to work out where I want the sun to be setting, but I think I don't think I'll put the sun in. I think I'll just have the sunset colours actually, looking at it now. Darken around the edge. Sunset sounds amazing. Yeah. Your brush looks nice. Yeah, I love this brush. I actually got this from Scrawler Box. I did a friend of mine brought me a Scrawler Box where basically it's like a little package and you open it and you've got no idea what's going to be inside it. And there were some watercolour things inside, like I'll have to show you another time. It's like a different kind of thing. And it came with this brush. And I actually really, really love using this brush. Right, I'm going to let that dry. And while that dries, I'm going to give this a go. Now, I'm going to be a bit quicker with this. Right, let's have a look. That's this canvas. Ooh. So this canvas, this is one that is for acrylics and oils. And I've prepped it. Oh, I'll show you actually, it's right here. It's a Daniel Smith Watercolor Ground. It's a pearlescent white. I brought it a while ago when I first heard that this was a thing. Actually, no, look at that. I don't know whether you can see the difference. I can see that it's not seeping into the canvas, which is good. But I don't know, it doesn't feel as nice. It definitely doesn't feel as nice. And it seems to be, I don't know, it feels more smudgy. I don't know if I can use that. I don't know if that makes sense. Feels more kind of, maybe it's because it's the pearlescent. But it feels like it's a little bit more, oh, I don't have the words to explain it really. Yeah, look, can you see that? It's not as flowing quite as nicely. Well, Graham, your canvases have definitely passed the comparison test. I think I could still do a good job of this though. I mean, it's not awful. It's working. That was a nostril, not a... Yeah, I mean, this one wouldn't be quite so bad. Okay, I'm going to do a quick job of this, but see how it goes, because I would like to see what this would look like as a finished thing as well, because I've never actually used it like this either. I think Graham's happy about that. You should be. Right, his nose has got to be quite light. There you go, I'm going to put some dark bits in these bits as well. Just playing around there. I shouldn't have really done that. Never mind. Yeah, it's can you see the difference? Can you tell the difference? This, although I'm doing this faster, I'm doing it a little bit messier, a little bit looser, whereas that is a little bit tighter, but already those colours look a lot more vibrant. I guess we'll be able to see once it's all dry as well. I can see a lot of the canvas weave on this too. which I don't really want to be seeing much of the canvas weave on this, considering that it's just there's nothing special about it, really. That's the one I was looking for. The first one is more vibrant. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. This little guy needs a mane. He needs a mane as well. Mum. There we go. All right, I'm just excited to get back to this one now. Right. The new canvas looks better. No, you mean the main one that I'm doing? It does, doesn't it? More vibrant. Ah, thanks, Inez. Right. Can you still see it? When I look at my video, it's still stuck on the beginning of the draft, so I don't actually know. I'm just assuming that you can all see it all right. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of detail into the, I think I'm going to do the eyes next. The hairy mane on the second canvas. No, it looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Let's do a little bit of more detail work. You can tell I'm concentrating when I've stopped talking, sorry. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna need to put in like loads and loads of layers either. Okay, I'm going to start sort of playing about now. So they've got some, I want to say lines, my head's saying lines on his face where jawline, I suppose, and a little bit of, I want to get a little bit of shape into him and a little bit of colour. Okay, I've got a line here as well. Ooh, I'm liking the way that this is all moving around. I'm really enjoying painting on this canvas. Creases or wrinkles? No, that's not what I meant. Like the jawline, I suppose, where the it's going to change a bit of direction, and it's going to change. So we're going to have a little bit more sort of shadow. gonna make this bit round. Yeah, I've got to sharpen up the nose. I want it to be a bit darker. Yeah. I'm well impressed you're able to talk to us at all. Well, I'm not quite sure what to say, to be honest. You are welcome to ask me questions. Give me some topics. Not sure I'm going to be able to make much sense, but feel free to ask me any questions. Muscle definition. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks, Avril. You do come in very handy sometimes, Avril. You're very handy in these lives. You always know the right thing that I want to say. Oh, got a bit of water spillage there. That's all right. So how many of you guys watching, let me know if you paint with watercolour and whether this would be something that you'd get, because I'm sure I can persuade Graham to give you a first time discount or something. In fact, Graham, are you still there? Are these up for sale yet? Have you tried lifting, blending and bleeding yet? Lifting, you mean with my bit of tissue? I tried a little bit on there. I'll give it a go. I haven't needed to yet. I will do. I'll get there. Oh, oh, it's not out for sale yet. Oh, you'll have to join ACF Canvases. I'll put a link actually somewhere a bit later on. You can join the mailing list, and then I'm sure you'll let everyone know when they are ready. Right, muscle definition on this guy. Oh, yeah, see, look. That does pull away quite easily. And under there as well. Have they got long, luscious lashes? Yeah, so on this reference photo, it looks like they've got white lashes. Lashes will be the last thing that I do though. All right, let's get that little nostril in. And, oh, Elizabeth, hi. Fascinating watch. So glad I've managed to catch it. It's good to have you here. Oh, good. Graham has put his link on for the for his website, for the ACF Canvases website. So if any of you do want to see see the canvases that he does and wait for him to announce the sale of these amazing ones. Then he's given you a sign up link. Yeah, I'm really enjoying painting on this one. Right. Oh, I've gone into concentrating again, sorry. Oh look, now I need to, wanted to keep that bit. Oh, wow, look at that. See, I didn't want to paint that bit, so I've just wet it with water. Get my bit of kitchen roll. That comes up really nicely. And it's not perfect, but it's so much better than a lot of papers that I've used. Wait for that to dry and you'll never know. Right. Let's do that bit of ear. I've decided to give him a... Ah, thanks, Kat. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're finding this relaxing, Debbie. Thank you. I'm finding this quite relaxing as well. Okay. I'm going to leave that to dry. Let's do a little bit on this. So I'm finding with this one... Oh, thanks, Avril. Yeah, that is really coming to life quite nicely, isn't it? Right, so I'm finding with this canvas that I need to put the paint on a lot thicker. I don't feel it's yeah, it's not as vibrant. In fact, I don't know, I'm not having that much fun painting it, to be honest. Compared to doing that, I did want to finish this off and have like an extra one to show you, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel as much fun to paint on. It just feels quite slidey. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to continue with those. While that dries, I'm going to have a little experiment with this one, with the background. I'm umming because I don't know what paintbrush to use. There you go. I've got this one, nice round size 12 one. Right, let's see. So, wet on wet. So, I'm going to wet all this canvas. quite difficult to tell where the water is actually. All right, let's go with pink. It's a nice bright pink colour. And some purple. This is what I'm kind of thinking of for the sunset colours on this one. Sort of a nice pinky purple. Right, don't really want it to go over the draft. And then, where would the sun go? Around about here. I'll put some yellow in here, where the sun's going to go. It's quite subtle. So what do you think about this kind of background then? Sort of sunsetty colours. I know it's quite subtle on this one. Purple rain. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like it? What do you think? Probably come out a lot more vibrant on the other one, I'm guessing. Think it'd look good? Great. Yes, these will be for sale. I'll have to finish this one off and do this one properly. Now this little one is it's only on a little cheapy canvas I got from a high street shop in Chippenham. I didn't want to do this on a proper expensive canvas, just in case it all went horribly wrong. I mean, it's nice. It's not as lovely to use as watercolour as this, but then this is supposed to be used for acrylics and canvases, acrylics and oils really. But yes, this one is going to be for sale. This one is going to be £300. Okay, right. I'm going to give it a go with this background. Shall I just do it? Perhaps more orange sun, so contrast a bit more with the baby. Yeah. Well, let's see how we get on with this one then and give it a go. Darker colour background is best. Oh, Debbie likes it. Great. Okay. Put the water straight on. I'm not keen on the pink. Maybe a cooler colour. What do you guys think? Do you think it could be a bit cooler? can cool the pink down a little bit. Oh, look, I've touched the not dry yet paint. Don't worry, I can fix that. I love the pink and purple. Well, watercolour always dries a bit lighter anyway, so I'm sure it's not going to be too scary. Right, let's see what happens. Spreading quite nicely. The darker sun. I like the pink, but I like pink and purple actually. Oh, I like the way that's blending together. Ooh, got a bit heavy there. Right, let's put testing out some of those yellows. Look at that, look at the way it's all blending. Oh, I love that so much. Bit drippy at the bottom. It has just dripped onto my jeans. And I'm not wearing my painting jeans. Oh, look at that. I love that. Oh, that looks so pretty. What gorgeous colours these are. Oh, what do you think? You like it? Green. I did think about that actually. A bit of like green at the bottom here. And a bit of foreground. Don't think I want so many of these pools at the bottom. I love this effect though. Look at that at the bottom. How beautiful is that? Actually, I quite like that. The way that that's all just come out. Darken that a little bit more. Oh, yes. Blue and green. Do you think at the foreground? Oh, I don't know. I'm worried now because I really, really like it. I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll make my mind up. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. Actually, no, I'm going to wait for it to dry. Let's go back to this one. Just going to dab that at the bottom because I don't really want there to be too many pools at the bottom. Right. Let me add a little bit more detail onto this one. Experiment with the green. Yeah, that's a good idea. Brown. Right, yes. So you were asking me about sale. Yes. So this one on the ACF canvas is going to be £300. If anyone wants to reserve it straight away, then just shout, let me know. And then it will be yours. And if anyone wants this one, this little one that I'm working, and I will finish it, you can make me an offer on this one. You might not want to pay me £300, but you are. You can if you want to. I don't know. I don't know what to charge for this one, so you can make me an offer on this one if you like. It's not what's the word? I can't just do my usual thing on it. I don't have a word for what I do. Just kind of do. The watercolour seems to be working beautifully. Yeah, you are brave with all the critics. I'm not getting any criticism yet, Debbie. Who said that? Patricia. Nobody's criticising me just yet, so it's all right. It's all right. Right, I'm going to see if I can be a bit more free. That's the word. I wasn't... Oh, I've just hidden somebody's message. Who did I hide? Debbie, I've just hidden your message. Sorry, I just went to scroll up. Sorry, Debbie. Didn't mean to hide your message. Just heavy-handed. Right, I'm just going to try and be a little bit more free with this and see how this goes. All is good. Thank you. Great turnout. Oh, how many people have I got watching then? I haven't been able to see. I've just got it on so I can see the comments. Well, thank you for giving me the challenge, Graham. Looking forward to trying the canvases. Wow, when he gets them for sale, Lindsay. I'm going to have to tell him to hurry up, get them out there on sale. Graham's actually put his link. 22 viewers. Hey, thanks, guys. Saying 23 watching for me. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you've come to watch an epic fail, then you're in the wrong place. Sorry, because the watercolour canvas is working out really well. Right, so this one I'm just trying to be a little bit more free with because I'm not really enjoying it as much as the other one. So I'm just trying to do something with it. I feel like I need to do a lot more work with this one. But let's see how it turns out. I reckon I can save it. I reckon it will be all right. Definitely needs a bit more detail. Actually, that picks up quite nicely as well. What's that? Remember to put on the green. Yes, I will. I'm going to wait for that to dry a bit and then I'll try the green. Okay, look, that's got a little bit more to it now. Right, okay, I've got to wait for that to dry. Actually, that bit, not fully dry, not yet. Right, more ethereal. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, that grey has leaked a little bit. A bit too much. I'm gonna go clean bit of kitchen roll. Did the second canvas need a colour wash? What you mean? Oh, yeah, look how well that's picked up that. Didn't really want it to pick up that pink. You mean another layer of the background? Look, that's it has faded a bit, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Oh, look, that dark's a bit runny. I don't mind some of the background going into the giraffes, but I don't really want too much of that dark coming out into the background. God, I love this canvas. I do like those colours. So the paint had something to hang on to. Oh yes, I used like a watercolor ground to like prime it so it didn't seep through. But it's just made it feel, maybe because I brought a pearlescent one, maybe there's a different type. But it does sort of feel a little bit kind of swooshy on it rather than absorbing in. But this sort of absorbs in, but not. That's, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Right, let's go back. Is anybody thinking about buying this canvas? If you are, let me know. If £300 a little bit much all at once, we can you can spread the cost. I've got a lot of people who just give me small amounts each month, and then it's just an arrangement with me, so you pay what you can afford each month, and then you get the painting when you've finished paying. Alternatively, there is PayPal, where you can do their pay over 3 months thing. And PayPal pay me straight away, so I get all the money up front, which means that I can just send you the painting as soon as it's finished. Right, I'm concentrating again. Right, let's give him a little smile. And are you going to put a protective coat of some sort on it? Yes. So as a kind of wax that I've just bought, actually, that you put on it. So rather than like varnish or anything like that, you just sort of rub the wax into it, which means then that you can hang this straight up on your wall just as is. You might want to get like a floater frame or something like that if that's your preference, but you won't need to. But yeah, the paintings should be protected in some kind of way, and yeah, this one will be protected. Right. Some of that pink's gone through into that giraffe, and I love that. I love that pink effect that's gone in there. Can you see that? I think I might have to wait a little bit more for it to dry though, because some bits aren't going to be as sharp as I want them to be, because it still feels quite wet. So I've got the colours that I'm using. This orangey one is like a burnt sienna colour. And then I'm a yellow ochre and a burnt umber. These are the 3 main colours that I'm using. And then for the dark, I'm using the burnt umber and a purple. I'm not sure what the purple's called, actually. Just been calling it purple. And a little bit of Payne's grey as well. Thanks. Can we use any kind of canvas for watercolours? No, you can't. So this one that I'm using is, I've got a cat hair in here. My little cat, really, he's so annoying. So no, this canvas has been specially designed for watercolour by ACF Canvases. There is a link earlier on in the comments, actually, where he's put a link to his website, and I think where you can sign up to his mailing list. These aren't actually for sale yet, so this is just a tester one that he's given me. But no, so this little one here is a regular canvas, and I've put some watercolor ground on it. But doesn't feel like it's doing the job quite as nicely as this canvas. Thank you is what I thought. It's coming along nicely. Thank you. Extra texture with the cat hair. Yes. Obi will be pleased if he knows he's helping. I want to make these spots stand out a little bit more. It does layer up very nicely. And I like the fact that I've been able to be quite free with this. It suits my very free, nice and free way of painting. Yeah. I think I need to leave that to dry a lot more than I have done. I'm just eager to paint on it. That's the thing. Right. I've gone a little bit mad with this one. I need to clean it up. See how it's just where's that big one? It's just so pale. I think I'm going to need like a million layers. Oh dear. Some of that dark is bleeding again. Now this needs a lot more time to dry. I need to let this dry properly before I keep working on it, because I feel like I could overwork it if I start going a bit too mad. This needs a lot more work. Yeah, look at the difference of that together. Look how vibrant that is compared to that. Right, I think before I I think before I overwork that too much while it's wet, I'm going to have to leave that to dry properly. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let you all get back to your evenings. I'm going to let that dry properly, and then I'm going to do this again tomorrow. Much more alive on the test canvas. Stunning. You mean this one on the proper canvas? Yeah, it is. It is pretty stunning. I've been really enjoying it, but I need to let it dry properly, because I feel like I'm just gonna work it over too much, because look, I feel like I'm just letting that just come out, bleed out, because I haven't let it dry. Right, I just need to stop fiddling with it. Right, so I'm gonna go, but I should be able to carry this on tomorrow evening. I'm just thinking I've got a whole day planned out tomorrow, so I'm not quite sure what time I'll be able to do it. But I shall let you know how I get on, and I will finish this off live. Hopefully you can make it. But thank you. Hang on, I'm just going to turn this around now. Oh, woo! I've got my phone plugged in. Right, there you go. Don't know whether you can get a better view of it. So, yeah. I mean, I was doing this one a bit faster and a bit more freer, but I think we can tell that it's already, this is, looks beautiful, doesn't it? Right, Okay, thank you for watching. I'm going to let this properly dry and I will let you know when I'm going to finish this off, and hopefully you can watch me again later. Right, bye, have a good evening.